Now we're going to make the multi-view drawings of all of the part files. The very first thing we need to do is go up to New and click on that. And we're going to look for starpoint title block.idw. Now, if this doesn't show up, make sure you're on either the templates folder here or English. It's in English also. It is not in the metric folder. So if you don't see it, it might be because you're in the wrong folder. So you can click English or templates, doesn't matter. I'm going to either single or double click here. If I single click, I have to select create. And then I get these prompted text box right here. So I'm going to put in my name, Mr. Seward. My course is DDP. And then I'm going to put P for period. And you'll put your period in here. I do all the periods. So I do 2, 4, and 8. Scale. This is where we're going to maybe have to make changes once in a while, but I'm going to assume the scale is going to be 1:1, 1, which stands for 1 to 1. And then revision number is 1. And I'm going to say OK. I get this conflict dialog box. In this instance, I'm just going to say OK. Now, I've got the title block on here, and you'll notice it's put all the information in that I just entered, my name, the name of the class and the periods and the scale and the revision number, and this is number 1 of 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the word base. I'm going to click, and this box is going to appear right here. And I need to go and find my drawing. I'm going to use the file box over here. And I would navigate however I had to find where my file is. Yours should be just be in your H drive right now. And I'm going to say that this is the blue part. And that's verified by the little dialog box or window down here. And I say open. Now, I can move this thing. This is in the middle of the screen. I actually want it to be down over here in the left. So I'm going to put my cursor right on it, and you'll see it turns to a cross, that move cross. I'm going to put it in that lower left corner. That's my front view. That is the one that's going to match my hand drawings that I did. Then to the right of that is my right view. Then above that is my top view. And then because we are doing this on the computer, we can very easily, when I pull up and to the right, get the isometric view on here. Now, on this drawing view box, I'm going to make sure to turn on hidden lines. So this first box turns them on. The second one turns them off. I want them turned on because we need to see the hidden lines. We do not turn on shaded. Shaded turns on the colors and would make it dark blue, dark gray or whatever. But we're going to leave shaded unselected. Scale is 1 to 1. We've already put that on our sheet. And now I'm going to say OK. And you can see that I have a hidden line for that corner right there. And I have all my lines on here. Also, one thing that you'll notice is that my material is on here. In this instance, I had selected wood birch as the material. You may have ABS plastic chosen. That is fine. Okay, so that's just the first of my parts. Remember, I'm going to have 5 all together. So I'm going to make now what's called a sheet set. In other words, there's going to be one file that has all the parts on it. So I go right here to where it says New Sheet, and I click on that. And I'm going to get this box again. Name, Mr. Stewart, course, DDP, and then P for period, 2 for me, 4, 8, scale, 121, revision number 1. Say OK. Now, what you'll notice is here in the model tree on the left, we have sheet 1 grayed out. That was the first sheet that we just did. And sheet 2 is not grayed out. This is a sheet that we're working on. So again, I'm going to go to base. I'm going to select a file. Let's see, Seward Red. There we go. I'm going to say open. And I'm going to put this on my screen. Now, I can manipulate the view of this thing. If I want to change it to be the top view is the first one, I can do that. If I want to change it to be the end view is the first one. If I want to rotate it, I can do so. I'm going to select that one. Okay. And, well, we're going to see what this looks like. So I'm going to put this down here. And again, my hidden lines are turned on. I'm going to see my scale is 1 to 1. It says OK. And I'm going to put my other views on. So I'm going to pull this off to the right and click, up above and click, and up and to the right. And then I'll right click and say OK. And that's going to create all my views. Now, remember something I wanted to do was I wanted to try to eliminate hidden lines. And I've done a pretty good job. I've got hidden lines here and here. I don't have any in the front view or the top view. So in all, this isn't a terrible job. But if I wanted to change it, I can just double click on this front view and I can flip my front view around and then say OK. And then it's asking me if I want to update these other views, and I'll say OK, and it changes them. Now I've got a hidden line in the front view, no hidden line over here, and I have no hidden lines in the top view. So this is a case where you don't know which one's going to be the best. It did not update the isometric view, so I'm going to right click and just delete that and say OK. And now I can recreate this view up here by selecting the word projected, coming to the front view, left clicking, and dragging this up to the right hand corner and right click and say create. Again, I'm going to want to put in another part, so new sheet, and I would repeat all of this process. Mr. Seward, course, DDP 2, 4, 8, scale 1 to 1, revision 1, say OK. Okay, so then I would do my third part. Now, because this is a sheet set, every file is on this one called Seward Blue. I can go up here. Let's say I want to go back to sheet 1 and work on that. I just double click on it and it becomes the active sheet. Same thing for number 2, number 3, and if I had a 4 and a 5 on here with the drawings on it, I would be able to double click on it and change it. So go ahead and create a sheet set with all 5 of your puzzle cubes on it now.